Hi student friends. So steric inhibition of resonance is one of the important factors that decides of bond length, bond enthalpy, dipole moment, acidity or basicity, and even reactivity. So knowledge about this inhibition will surely let you crack some tricky questions in various competitive examinations. Okay. So here we have aniline and its derivatives. Compound 1 is aniline, compound 2 is N, N dimethyl and it is compound 3 is same N, N dimethyl and at second and sixth positions you have two nitro groups attached, right? Now we know that electron donating group will increase basicity, am I right? Whereas electron withdrawing group will decrease basicity. This we know. Okay, so when it comes to aniline, you have a lone pair of electrons, but they will not be available readily for the acceptance of proton as it involves in delocalization, right? The same lone pair of electrons will be available on nitrogen in the compound 2 also, but these electrons will involve in resonance, and again we have electron pumping groups, electron donating groups, methyl groups, right? So for sure we know that compound 2 is more basic than compound 1, correct? Right. Now when we compare with compound 3, we understood that there is a lone pair of electrons on nitrogen, but I have two NO2 groups which are electron withdrawing groups, okay, minus I group. So two strong minus I groups I have, they are attached to the ortho positions. So as we expect, compound 3 is the least basic one, am I right? Because they will draw electron load. As we know that electron withdrawing groups will decrease basicity. But to the contrary, what will happen, because of steric hindrance at ortho positions, this nitrogen, carbon-nitrogen bond is made to tilt to a certain angle, okay, at least about about 90 degree, right? So this nitrogen will go out of plane, which means the orbital containing the lone pair of electrons will go out of plane, which means the electrons present on nitrogen will not be readily available for delocalization. So the electrons will be localized on nitrogen, which makes compound 3 as the most basic among these three. So the expected order goes like this. Expected order is, we understood that second should be more basic than 1 and the least basic must be 3, but actually it is different. Actual order is 3 is the most basic than 2 than 1. So the steric inhibition factor will also have an impact on the bond length. Here we have nitrobenzene and its derivative, okay? So in compound 1 the resonance will happen, okay, minus I group. We know that NO2 is minus M group, and surely this bond will come out due to this. This bond will come here, and due to this, this will go out, and because of this, I will have partial double bond character. Whereas in the compound 2, such resonance is not possible because of steric factors. I have bulky groups attached at the ortho position, so this NO2 group will go out of position. The carbon-nitrogen bond will be tilted to certain angle, so the nitro group will go out of plane. They won't be coplanar with benzene ring, which makes the resonance not possible, okay? So the carbon nitrogen bond in this case in compound 2 will be a pure single bond. We know that partial double bond will be shorter than carbon-nitrogen single bond, so the bond order will be 2 is greater in length than 1. So let us see how steric factors impacts dipole moment, okay? We know that here we have two compounds, and they are aniline derivatives, and of course nitrogen will have a lone pair of electrons, right? So in compound 1, the lone pair of electrons on nitrogen will involve in resonance, right? Plus M effect, due to which this bond may come here and this will come here. So one of the resonance structure of compound 1 will look like this, right? So you will have double bond, and so this nitrogen will carry positive charge, and here it is negative charge. Since the positive charge and negative charge will is separated far away, so this will have greater mu value, that is dipole moment of this compound will be greater, okay, will be higher, whereas such resonance is not possible because of bulky groups present at the ortho positions, so this nitrogen will go out of plane, and so no such resonance is possible. So only a mere polarization will be there. Being more electronegative, nitrogen will carry a small negative charge, and this carbon will carry a small positive charge. So the mu value will be much lower than the compound 1. Steric inhibition will also affect the acidity order. Okay, so we know that for acidity, electron withdrawing group will increase acidity. Am I right? Electron withdrawing group or minus M group, and electron donating group, it is plus M group, will decrease acidity. This factor we know already, right? Now after the loss of this proton, this oxygen is going to gain negative charge, which means that can be resonated. So let us see the stabilization of this phenolate ion. Okay, so this will come here, and of course this bond will come here. So the negative charge will arrive the para position to that oxygen, and which will be further stabilized by the nitro group present here. So compound 1 will have more structures of more resonance structures, fine, whereas here the same thing will happen, but the problem is due to this one, okay, due to the presence of bulky groups on the ortho positions to this nitrogen on both sides, nitro group is occupied by bulky groups. Okay, so because of that, this NO2 group will go out of plane, and that's why it cannot participate in the resonance, which means it cannot help the compound to get stabilized. So nitro group's contribution will be lesser over here, and that is why compound 2 is lesser in basicity than compound 1. Now there is an assignment for you. Okay, so 2 compounds have been given, and you need to find out which is more acidic. Okay, the solution will be updated or uploaded tomorrow. Thank you guys. Happy learning.